Every sandwich has bread, every burger has a bun, but these warm, golden, smooth steam buns, these are special. Reserved for the very best. The Filet-O-Fish. And you can have them too.
And you can have it all at 2 for $6. Like a Filet-O-Fish, Big Mac, 10-piece McNuggets, or large fries. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
On today's Smart 7, US and Ukraine propose 30-day ceasefire, police begin North Sea investigation, and much more. It's Wednesday, 12th of March. It's Plant a Flower Day, and happy birthday, Liza Minnelli.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Tuesday saw a remarkably quick result from the peace talks in Jeddah between the US and Ukraine. The two sides have agreed that a 30-day ceasefire should be put into effect, and in the meantime, US aid and US military intelligence can resume. There was immediate relief and welcome from EU leaders and UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, who congratulated both Trump and Zelensky on the breakthrough. Ukrainian President Zelensky says the crucial part will be convincing Russia.
We are ready to take this step. The United States must convince Russia to do it. That is, we agree, and if the Russians agree, the ceasefire will start at that very moment.
Trump announced that he'll be calling Russian President Putin and that he hopes progress can be made in the next few days. There was even talk of a return invite to the White House for President Zelensky. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio, speaking in Saudi Arabia, sounded relieved that progress had been made.
This is not Mean Girls. This is not some episode of some television show. This is very serious. Today, people will die in this war. They died yesterday, and sadly, unless there's a ceasefire tonight, they'll die tomorrow. The president wants that to stop.
More details emerged on Tuesday of what went on during the dramatic North Sea collision between a tanker carrying jet fuel and a cargo ship. One crew member from the So Long is still missing, presumed dead, and the master of the vessel was arrested on suspicion of gross negligence manslaughter. Police have launched an investigation, and Maritime Minister Michael Caine says it's still too early to say what exactly happened.
Whether there was foul play, I think, is speculation. There is no evidence to suggest that at the moment. We are in contact through the MCA with our American and Portuguese counterparts and have liaised with that.
Early reports that the cargo ship was carrying sodium cyanide were inaccurate, and Transport Secretary Heidi Alexander says it appears both ships will be able to stay afloat and will be towed to salvage. There's still huge concern about the impact the jet fuel spill could have on local wildlife. In terms of the investigation, Dr. Stavros Karamparidis, the head of the Maritime Transport Research Group, says there are a number of factors to be considered.
Yes, human error could be one of the incidents. A mechanical failure could be also another case. The vessel was nearly 20 years old. So the only thing we can do at the moment is to speculate. But I think it's better to give a bit of space for the experts to come out and say what is going on.
Tuesday saw another dizzying day of Trump tariff threats as America struggles to cope with the chaos emanating from the White House. After Ontario Premier Doug Ford proposed a tariff on electricity that his province provides to 3 US states, the US president had a meltdown on social media and promised to double the proposed tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminium. Ford backed down, and it appears Trump has also backed down, but once again stock markets plunged, and even Fox News has begun to question the president's plan. Meanwhile, Trump made an appearance outside the White House with Elon Musk and various Tesla cars, which Trump urged Americans to buy. In the White House press room, Caroline Leavitt was busy talking down the importance of the stock market drops and blaming Joe Biden.
The numbers that we see today, the numbers we will see tomorrow, are a snapshot of a moment in time. We are in a period of economic transition. We are in a period of transition from the mess that was created under Joe Biden in the previous administration.
Thames Water was back in court on Tuesday as a group of creditors sought to challenge a loan designed to keep it afloat. The troubled water company has secured a £3 billion credit line to keep its operations going, but now junior creditors and a public interest group want that agreement overturned. The company owes £18 billion and could run out of money if it can't access the funds. The public interest group want the company put back into special administration as a prelude to being nationalised, as Lib Dem MP Charlie Maynard explains.
The government took that liability on, then it went off its balance sheet and actually it made a profit. Now, I'm not saying, I have no idea whether they'll make a profit on Thames Water if this all happens, but the point is it's short term and it's not likely to cost us as taxpayers much money at all, if any.
Still to come on today's Smart 7, Liverpool battle PSG and Chris O'Dowd gets in a tangle in his kitchen. Right after this.
Applebee's has a brand new Big Easy menu. It features all your Bourbon Street favorites in one new menu. Plus a new Bourbon Street chicken and andouille sausage penne starting at just $11.99. With Cajun flavors sure to get your taste buds dancing. Applebee's is bringing Bourbon Street to your street. Make sure to try the Big Easy menu now. Only at Applebee's. Only at Applebee's.
Limited time. Price, participation, and selection may vary.
Welcome back. Tuesday night saw the first of the Champions League last 16 second legs. Barcelona were up for the early kick-off as they hosted Benfica and made it look easy with a 3-1 win that saw them through to the quarter-finals. Inter Milan welcomed Feyenoord, but with a healthy first-leg goal advantage, won the game 4-1 on aggregate. The all-German tie between Bayer Leverkusen and Bayern Munich wasn't much of a contest either, as Bayern started with a 3-goal lead from the first leg and finished 5-0 winners. Liverpool were at home to Paris Saint-Germain, with Arne Slot's men having a narrow single-goal advantage from the first leg. PSG scored early to level the tie, which then went to extra time and penalties, with the French side going through 4-1. Liverpool's Arne Slot had no regrets, though.
I think it was the best game of football where I was ever involved in. Incredible performance, especially if you compare it with last week. We ran out of luck after last week. Maybe that was it, because the margins were so small tonight.
Chris O'Dowd has a brand new show streaming now, which he's created and directed. It's set in Ireland and stars Mad Men's Christina Hendricks along with Paddy Considine and Chris himself. It's called Small Town Big Story, and it's described as a very dramatic comedy. Chris popped up on Virgin Radio to fill Chris Evans in on his own strange and confusing life, including a slightly odd story about his wife Dawn O'Porter's cooking habits. She's not a fan of people interrupting her in the kitchen, so Chris bought a novelty gift.
She's got this silk rope, like a red rope that you would find outside a nightclub, because she doesn't want anybody going near the food. I got it for her, Jan installed it. We'd have a whole load of people over every Sunday. And so it does become a bit of everybody marching around the kitchen and all that kind of jazz. And she didn't like it.
It may feel like it's Pedro Pascal week here on the Smart 7, but it's only Wednesday. We've already heard from him in The Last of Us Season 2 trailer, and now he's back, this time in a comedy drama called The Uninvited. It's written and directed by Nadia Connors and stars her real-life husband Walton Goggins of White Lotus fame, along with Elizabeth Reeser and veteran actress Lois Smith. Pascal plays a troublemaking party crasher, and things get complicated when a mysterious old lady arrives and just won't leave. It's due to hit cinemas in May.
Who are you? How did you get here?
Maybe she's a ghost.
She's the witch. Do you see me?
Yes, Helen, I see you.
The past and the future are both delusions.
Was this all a dream? How does it end?
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
At Mattress Warehouse, you can get our most popular queens for under $799. Size up or swap out your current queen. So where would you look to find the perfect mattress? In a little mattress store or Mattress Warehouse? Visit mattresswarehouse.com.